Hi. Okay. So I have a question. So what is your feelings on like social conservatism in politics today, like being anti-drug war, anti-evolution? Do you think that's a winning strategy for Republicans to be like on the side?
Well, I mean, I don't know that being anti-evolution is a particularly Republican position. I mean, I'm not anti-evolution. I believe in evolution.
Like anti-gay marriage, like pro-drug war, and kind of stuff that's.
So to be fair, you can't ask me about the drug war because I'm actually personally pretty libertarian when it comes to particularly soft drugs like marijuana.
But,
so that's. And by the way, I've never smoked a joint, and I find people who do so gross, and you smell. So please don't. But I also think that the government sucks at everything, and obviously the war on marijuana has been a giant fail since anybody could get a baggie from their fifth grade friend. As far as social conservatism and what's the actual question?
Do you think it's a winning strategy for the Republicans to be touting like, oh, I'm pro-drug war or?
So I don't. Okay, so two things. One, I don't define my morality based on winning strategy.
Yeah.
Meaning that I don't think that majoritarianism is not a substitute for values. If there are 5 people in a room and 3 of them vote for something evil, that doesn't make evil good. So that's, I'm not a moral relativist. So if I believe in traditional marriage and that traditional marriage is more valuable to society on a not a religious level, on a purely secular level, that traditional marriage is a foundation stone of society, and homosexual marriage actually produces nothing of value to society. It may produce something of value for the individuals involved, but nothing for society at large. Then that's my view, and I don't really care what the majority has to say about that. And as far as pro-life, I feel the exact same way, which is if you're going to kill a baby, it's still incumbent on me to tell you to not kill a baby, even if you are going to pretend that the baby isn't a baby. I mean, there was a position in this country for a very long time where a majority of people in the country thought that black people were not humans and could therefore be kept as slaves. That didn't make it okay. It was still wrong. So, right is right and wrong is wrong. So I think as far as where do the American people stand right now, I think the American people are getting more pro-life. I think they're also getting more pro-gay marriage. So I think that my own perspective on same-sex marriage has been for years now that the government just ought to get entirely out of the business of marriage. That I have myself, I have two marital, and I'm a huge proponent of traditional marriage, and I'm not a proponent at all of homosexual marriage. I personally have 2 marriage certificates, right? I have my religious marriage certificate. It's called the ketubah, right? And it's a Jewish marriage certificate. And then I have my state marriage certificate. I don't care at all about my state marriage certificate. My Jewish marriage certificate I care about because it meant I could have sex with my wife. So my feeling is I don't understand what interest the state really has in traditional marriage at all, considering they've really effed it up in a lot of ways. And so, just get out. Because the problem is that once the state starts saying that homosexual marriage is on par with traditional marriage, now you get the problem of churches have to recognize homosexual marriages. Businesses have to recognize homosexual marriages. We're going to cram it down on you in your personal life if you personally disapprove. And that is a violation of both freedom of religion, freedom of association, and freedom of speech.
Well, I guess, couldn't you, you don't have to go through a church to get a marriage license.
Right, this is what I'm saying. If you 2 gay guys want to go down to a liberal church and get a marriage license, I don't care. It makes no difference to me.
Yeah.
I'm not banning it.
But
But I shouldn't have to bake a cake for their wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Kind of implied that religious churches are involved when they aren't really involved. So is it?
In what? I mean, religious churches marry people. This is what they do.
Yeah. But you said the states need to get out of, or the state needs to get out of.
Right. The state needs to stop giving benefits for marriage and defining the nature of marriage. The state needs to get out of it because it's a losing battle.